Taylor McLean cuts out to the fullback McKenna. McKenna with the in and away, almost there, Sarah McKenna. She's over the line. Sarah McKenna.
Family that were really close to, 3 boys, played at the local club, all at different age groups, and I was the same age as the youngest of the 3 boys. So I went along one session because my parents wanted me to get up to something at the weekend, and I was quite boisterous, quite energetic as it was, so rugby was a good fit at the time. And then I think once sort of you're up there, cheap childcare, so just I kept going. No, but I really enjoyed it, and I think I found my calling like at a really early age, and playing touch at that age, running in the wrong direction and causing mayhem, I think was right up my street. A lot of people at that time hadn't ever seen a girl playing before, so you had a lot of stuff like run at the girl, oh they've brought the girl again, or I was top try scorer for a few years, so a big deal was made about that in the local paper, that a girl was a top try scorer. But I think, back in the day, it was only the parents who made anything of, there being a difference between boys and girls playing. And at that age, kids don't know the difference between sexes. So I'm sort of a little bit, I wouldn't say annoyed, but it's a shame that I think back then there was, it was made a thing of. I was quite lucky in that sense that I had parents who would take me to everything, no questions asked. So I was always at everything not on time, I was often late, but that's me. But I was just there, sort of ready to go, playing at school as well. So that was quite interesting, going to senior school and being the only girl that had ever played rugby at that senior school. And I remember going to an induction day and I asked the PE rugby coach if I could play. And then he said, well, you can train with them. And I'd already been playing rugby like 7 years at that time with all those boys at the school. And then very quickly, straight away I was in the team.
Sarah McKenna will kick into the corner, looking for that ball to bobble and cause Canada a problem or two. It's getting very close into that corner. What a kick that's turned into for Sarah McKenna. Going
into like a performance camp, I think age 16, I felt like really confident being there and really comfortable. And I was lucky enough to be training alongside my sister's senior team at that time, so whenever they did contact I couldn't join in, but I was doing all the skill stuff with them, so I'd sort of picked up loads of tricks and was really comfortable, and I remember sort of, as you always do, look over at coaches, see if they're looking at you, and they were talking about me, and I was like, okay, this is really good. So I think that was one of the points that I was like, yeah, this is going well for me.
McLean on the wraparound is McKenna. She's already got 1 try tonight, ball in 2 hands.
I currently coach the team I first played senior rugby with, so I coach Old Albanian Saints, and my sister currently plays for them, or she's played for them for 17 years, so we played together back when I first moved into seniors. I left to go play for Roses and Saracens. I'd often go watch her at the weekends and often find myself sort of shouting at her, do this, do that, and I was like, I need to stop shouting at her from someone on the sideline. I actually need to do it as a coach, and have it be a bit more legitimate than actually just an angry sister on the touchline. So no, it's worked out really well, and I think I'm quite lucky to be coaching while still playing, and I get to sort of think, I didn't like that drill I did the other day, so I'm not going to use that with the girls, or that one really worked for me, and I think that got me ticking. So I get to sort of cherry pick from what I do at the moment, like an England shirt and Sarri shirt, and use it for them. So it's quite nice, yeah.
And what is it like coaching your sister?
It's quite hard because I have to sort of treat her like anyone else, and you know what, I'm actually her harshest critic. More than anyone, I'd speak to her completely differently, and she called me out on it the other day actually. Yeah, so not the best Sunday night dinner that was, but no, she gets my absolute harshest criticism. I overly think that people think I'm going easy on her, so I go way beyond the other way. So yeah, it's super harsh, and I'm surprised she's sort of hung in there that long without snapping back, but she finally did. I think everyone can see that a lot of coaches are males. Only as a woman you know how you want to be spoken to, and I've said before that if you ask ladies to do something, you've got to tell them why, and then they'll do it. You could probably say to a bloke, run into that brick wall, and they'll do it, and the woman will be like, why? And if you give them a legitimate reason and they like the reason, then they'll go do it wholeheartedly. So I think there has to be a little bit more time spent on the why, and then they absolutely buy into it. And I think building up culture within a women's squad is really important. So I like to sort of, like I said, cherry pick on my experiences.
Taylor McLean, little kick in behind. The race is on now. Hughes in a race with McKenna, who feels she got the touch on that. Well, no need to go to the TMO. The advice of the Assistant referee, the try is given, and it is Sarah McKenna who has extended the English lead.